And I just went down. Holy crap. All right, Todoroki, this is your time. The time has come. You need to put your daddy issues aside, and you're going to have to turn up the heat and show us what this new technique is all about. How is it going, guys? Sean Ross here, and we have chapter 205 of My Hero Academia entitled A Detour. And I am hearing that this is a pretty good chapter this week for MHA. I don't know anything about it. All I'm hearing is that it is a good chapter, which is always very nice to hear. But I also have a feeling, too, that we're going to reach the conclusion of the third match of this chapter, just basing that off that match number 1 and match number 2 ended with about 3 chapters to each match. And this is the third chapter for this match. So how is this match going to end? Is Todoroki going to show us this new technique that has been hyped up the past 2 chapters? Because we're coming off a pretty good chapter in and of itself with 204 with Iida's development. He got great development and a huge power upgrade with his burst being upgraded to 10 minutes. And that is honestly insane to have, but Iida got his development and now it is Todoroki's turn. He has Tetsu in his face, and I'm hoping that he just unleashes the flame power and doesn't kind of, burn out like he did with Bakugo at the sports festival. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I'm just excited to see what we're going to get. So let's just dive into chapter 205 of MHA and let's see what goes down. So on the first page, we are picking up right where we left off with Tetsu getting in Todoroki's face and about to smash him into the dirt. Boost your body's heat until it reaches its limit. An intense fight. Number 205, a detour. If neither ice or fire affects you, then... And the art on this first page. I really do like the detail and just the way it looks. Tetsu looks great. Todoroki looks great, and this close-up shots with the detail, how you can just get the feeling of the heat and the fire coming off of Todoroki's hand in that moment. I love how this looks. This looks great. If neither ice or fire affects you, then. Your control over your flame, it's still dangerous when you go full throttle, but... So flashing back to Endeavor talking with Todoroki after the fight with Midoriya, you're in the way. You not gonna say that? You finally threw away that childish way of thinking and have at last been able to surpass even my own level. Isn't that your power?
It's yours! Your quirk, not his!
It's quoted a little bit differently, but I have a feeling that's Midoriya's line of it's yours, it's your quirk, not his. Todoroki trying to spur him on, motivating himself to go past his limits. And you can just see the heat coming off of Tetsu's arm and hand holding Todoroki. And then the next panel, Tetsu's like, damn, it is hot. The heat and the temperature is rising. Back off or you'll melt. And that shots, the close-up shots on Todoroki have been fire thus far, just with the first 2 pages of this chapter. I love the detail and the art that Horikoshi has done thus far. More. Raise it more to the point that I would burn myself. And you can see the fire just engulfing the environment. It's about to get hot in here. And the cameras are melting due to the increasing temperatures. The camera's just fuzzing out. They are going to lose, their eyes on this match. Even Vlad is like, the heat has caused the cameras. The cameras are shutting down. They're not going to be able to know the outcome of this match until they go in and be like, okay, after the dust has settled, who won this match? So that just goes to show how hot Todoroki is making the area around him. And the fact that Tetsu is standing there at ground zero is impressive in and of itself. And I just went down. Holy crap. Todoroki. This shot of Todoroki looks awesome. It looks like he's going Super Saiyan right now, so that I could become who I want to be. Horikoshi, you're killing it right now with the art. I love how this looks. The flames coming off of him, the look on Todoroki's face, his hair standing up. This is giving me heavy Super Saiyan transformation vibes, and I love this. Just seeing Todoroki pushing himself and going past his limits. This is great to see, but it's this line right here, so that I could become who I want to be, that's very similar to the line that Todoroki said to Iida back during the Stain fight.
Become the hero he wanted you to be!
That's what that reminds me of. So in a way, Shoto is taking his own words and using that to motivate himself. So that is great to see. Go beyond plus Ultra Todoroki. Let's increase the temperature. Let's go. And then All Might here observing. Young Todoroki has Endeavor's flame power. And Tetsu is still in proximity due to this heat. He knows it's hot. He's saying it's hot. Hot. This heat is crazy. I see. Todoroki, I know what you're doing. You're trying to accumulate heat inside of me, aren't you? But that must be super rough for you as well. And Tetsu is not backing down. He is not moving back. He is pushing forward. He's going plus ultra as well. There's no way you can sustain that power for long. If you're gonna do that, then, and he just moves in, trying to grab a hold of Todoroki. This is becoming an endurance match. Can Todoroki keep up the heat, or will Tetsu be able to outlast the heat? This is crazy. This is kind of becoming my favorite chapter of this Class A versus Class B match thus far. This is awesome. Who will come out on top? When it comes to endurance, I'm a pro at that. Go beyond plus ultra, and he smacks. He knees Todoroki in the stomach, but Todoroki's not backing down. Look at that intense look on his face. He is determined and fierce. He is going in right here. You'll walk away with more than just a burn like this. He's not backing down. If you're not ballsy and put your life on the line during practice, then you won't be able to risk it when it comes to the real thing. We need to go further and beyond our limits. That's true right there. And Tetsu kind of has the same mindset as Iida when he said that last chapter. When he took Kaibara away from Ojiro, he stated the same exact thing. If I can't do what I need to do in practice, then how can I expect to do it in real life? You need to go beyond. You need to go 150% in practice. That way you are able to do it in those real life situations. That is why Tetsu is not backing down. He is going past his limits, and he's going to face Todoroki. Even if he passes out from just exhaustion and fatigue, he's going to try to do it. So Tetsu has got balls of steel, and I love getting to see this. This is a great confrontation that we are getting between Tetsu and Shoto. I love this. And look at the look on Shoto's face. Determination, the fierceness. He is smiling with the flames coming off of his side, and he just replies, "You're so damn loud." And you just get the zoom out shot of the environment engulfed in flames. This is awesome. I love what Horikoshi is doing right here with this confrontation. It is amazing. And we're cutting away to Shoji chasing after Pony. That is a cool shot. I love the way Shoji is drawn there. But look at Pony. She has all of her horns, and she's riding two of them. She has two horns underneath her hooves. I was going to say feet, but they're hooves, almost like she's skating in the air, like hoverboards, running away from Shoji. Even though I've ran this far, the heat still reaches even here. I have to return and support Tetsu. So that's an interesting detail just to put it in there, because if Pony and Shoji can feel this way off in the distance, imagine what Tetsu's going through right now at ground zero, right next to Todoroki. That's insane right there. I can only imagine the temperature-wise. I would love to have an actual temperature of what Todoroki is producing right now, so that we can just be like, damn, it's getting hot in this battle. So Pony turns around, the horns that she was riding on go out from under her hooves. Sorry, Tentacool, I always avoid looking at octopuses at the aquarium since I don't like them. Wouldn't the plural be octopi instead of octopuses? I feel like it should be octopi right there, but I don't want to, I don't want to correct the grammar, but I'm used to being feared. Shoji's used to that, I guess. He's like, yeah, I'm used to people being scared of me, so that's all right. But Pony has a fear of octopuses, or octopi. Very interesting. but she's pointing the horns back at Shoji. That's why I'm sending you straight to prison. Let's finish this. Thunder Horn. So this is Pony's ultimate move, and that's a lot of hands. Oh, now you're talking. Shoji's ultimate move, Octo Blow. That's a lot of hands. Oh my god. That's at least 20 hands minimum that he's created right there. So Pony, using her hands and her fingers to point and direct her horns over at Shoji. You just see all these hands coming in and blocking the horns, and Shoji just screams, "Gotcha!" And then Pony doing this a little bit, and a horn goes around Shoji's defenses, going towards his back. Shoji has an eye. He notices it coming right behind him, so will he stop it in time? Yup, he grabs it out of the air. Thanks. And someone, Ojiro, he came in, smashed one of the horns, and just is grabbing Pony by the horns, grabbing the bull by the horns. All right, Ojiro, we're getting some development with Shoji and Ojiro, teamwork style right here, twirling arrow tail. Thanks, Ojiro. So Shoji was kind of a distraction, and I guess knew Ojiro was going to come in and assist him. Or he just like, thanks for helping me because I don't know what I was going to do. It's one of those two scenarios, but Ojiro came in, backed up his teammate, very, very good. If I can prevent your horns from firing off, then you're not much of a threat. Wrapping his tail around Pony, still holding the horns, that way they don't come off. Oh, the way you got me, so darn ordinary. Bringing up the ordinary with Ojiro once again. I'll take her to the jail area. Go help Todoroki. Out. And coming out of the ground, we see Juzo. Shoot, it's Honanuki. Ojiro notices him. This is not good right here. I'm taking Tsunotori back. It may come as a surprise, but I actually care for my friends. That is a great shot. It's creepy the way that he has his hand like that with the mask. That's creepy but awesome. Just oozing from the ground. And we're cutting away. Uh-oh. So we're not going to find out maybe what happened to Ojiro and Shoji. Going back to the flames, back to the fire. What's wrong? Your flames have gotten weak, Todoroki. It's hot. And he looks like a freaking demon, a metal demon with his red metal just, burning up from the heat. That's going to look so well when it is animated. I cannot wait for that. Seems like you've gotten slower as well. So the heat is affecting them both right here. This dizziness isn't letting me move my body as I want. But if I want to cool down, I have to get away from Tetsu for a moment. Surpass your limits. I like having that extra detail that Todoroki is also being affected by this because it goes to show us that he still needs to practice. He has not perfected this technique by raising his body temperature with the flames, so most likely he's going to have to ask Endeavor to train him into honing these skills, but we'll just have to see if Todoroki is willing to do that after this arc is over. But Todoroki's not backing down. He's unleashing a fire punch, and the art in this panel looks so good. This looks amazing. Juzo appears. He does not get the fire punch off in time. Tetsu, you're going to melt. So he's just sinking Todoroki down into the ground. He's taking out Todoroki. Todoroki gets hit in the head with one of the pipes. Honanuki. And you can see the smoke coming off of the burning metal of Tetsu's skin. Damn it, with this heat and the enemy, my conscience is so... I'm guessing Todoroki's passing out right here. Hardening up. Iida. Coming out of nowhere. Oh, he just smashed Juzo's mask in half. You get to see Skullboy, his face and everything. This time, Iida came out of nowhere. He came in with that kick. He just speed blitzed Juzo. And this is the consequence of Juzo leaving Iida on the battlefield. This upgrade for Iida is really good. Him having his speed for 10 minutes, it's OP, but it's giving Class A the advantage right now. And the way that Iida is drawn here looks very similar to the way when he kicked the sword from Stain back during that fight. I'm not letting you out of my sight, Mudman. Juzo looks like he's about to pass out. I think Juzo's knocked out cold. Todoroki-kun, if you seem to be unconscious, I'm sorry for being late. Wait, you bastard, I won't let you run away. Tetsu is still pushing forward, even though I think he most likely is about to pass out as well. I'll kill you. Save him first. So this is tying in to his development during the Stain arc. Very good, Iida. I like that Horikoshi's bringing this back. If you find a lost child, you should bring him to the Child Lost and Found Center. I think the people who do that are the coolest. Abstain from villains. Saving comes first. Thank you for bringing this up, Horikoshi. It's been a while since, we've spent time with Iida and seeing how this development has affected him. We've seen it, I think during the Hideout raid arc when he was stopping Midoriya, but bringing this up again, showing that that did change Iida, and now he is viewing the situation and the overall fight very differently. He's going in to save his teammates first, saving comes first, fighting the villains comes second. I love getting to see that. Very nice, Iida. But we still have the steam coming off of Todoroki. I was sent flying with just one hit. Even though he said he couldn't control his power, it was a mistake for me to leave him for later. Yes, it was, Juzo. Yes, it was. We're going to lose. If I'm knocked out, my softening quirk will be released as well. That's some key information right there. I can't leave something behind for others like Yaoyorozu did last battle. So taking what happened in match number 2 and trying to learn from it here. Very cool, Juzo. I'm not too frustrated about it, as this is rightfully my loss. And he's touching the environment. He's touching one like a pillar or a pipe. However, to have my friends lose due to my mistake, I absolutely won't allow it. Very cool. I like seeing that from Juzo. Him sacrificing himself, knowing he's lost this match, he's going to give his team a fighting chance. Very cool. Tetsu, push this! And we just see this gigantic pipe or tower beginning to fall down. Tetsu is pushing this down on top of Iida, carrying an unconscious Todoroki. Iida, you got to zigzag right now. Go left or right. Do not go straight. That is a poor decision on your part. You're fast, but I don't think you're going to be able to outrun that tower. You need a zigzag. You need a zigzag. So we just see the tower come falling down. It's soft. It's malleable. It's not going to injure them due to its softness, but it's definitely going to stop Iida if it got him. We see that Tetsu has fallen unconscious. Juzo has fallen unconscious. Iida is caught under the tower, and we just see Todoroki unconscious. This battle has come to a draw. Everyone is down. End of chapter 205. Wow, this was an action-packed chapter. This might be my favorite chapter of the Class A B arc we have had thus far. I loved what we got this chapter with Todoroki, his development, him increasing the temperature, Tetsu not backing down, the developments with Shoji and Ojiro, teamwork, combo moves against Pony, and Juzo just showing us how much of a threat he is on the battlefield. But this final page right here, everyone's unconscious. So if it is in fact a draw,
It's a draw! When the contestants recover from this battle, the winner will be determined by a simple contest, perhaps arm wrestling.
how this will affect the standings, I'm very curious about. Will this factor into Kaibara being in prison? Because right now we don't know what happened with Juzo, with Ojiro, Shoji, and Pony. For all we know, Pony's unconscious as well, and Ojiro and Shoji have been sunken into the ground to where they cannot move. They are incapacitated. So if no one else is in prison besides Kaibara, would that mean that Class A would in fact get the win with everyone else unconscious? I'm very curious to see what we're going to get resolution-wise next chapter, but we have reached the conclusion of match number 3. This might be my favorite match thus far. definitely my favorite chapter of this arc thus far. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reactions for chapter 205 of My Hero Academia. But now I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on this week's latest chapter. What do you guys think about the developments that went down in this chapter leading to the ending of this match? Is it a draw? How do you think it's going to turn out in the end? I definitely want to hear your thoughts, so leave them down in the comments below. But if you guys want to talk more about My Hero Academia on a week-to-week basis, feel free to subscribe to the channel, guys. I would love to have you guys involved in the conversation with every new chapter of My Hero Academia. But also, if you want to talk more outside of YouTube, feel free to follow me over on Twitter as well. I'll leave a link to my Twitter account down in the description down below. But that's going to do it for me here, guys. So until next week when we have chapter 206 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra.